Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve, OMI, macro, Putin, Grumpy Cat 4chan update video. There's a whole lot to go over. What am I looking at? Okay, there. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to the fridge. Hello, fridge. Sorry, it's all turned around. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be like 30 minutes of talking, and then I promise I'll answer questions. But we have a ton to go over. Let's start with. I don't know what to start with. We'll start with Veve stuff. We went over all of the we went over some of the patents yesterday. We have to go over a couple more of the patents that we have. All right, so we'll go and we'll start. Well, let's start with 4chan and we'll start with Grumpy Cat. So 4chan didn't just have a pullback of about 50%. That pullback extended well to far beyond that. Like it was probably like over a 70%. It was down to like $8 million market cap for 4chan this morning. It's up to over 9 now. So like I said, I think that was like the true bottom. Like that's actually the support line that it had when it went from 20. It went from like 22 million down to 9 million. And then it went up to 33. So when it went to 33 and it went down to like 15 and went up to 17, I was like, okay, 15 was probably, this new support line, but it went down to the old one at about it actually reached about around 8, and now again it is up over 9. But there's about over 6 million in volume on the day. And again, sometimes this does happen when you have exchanges. They had Cytopro and they had DigiFinex, I think. And then what happened is that, oh hey, there's lots of volume, and a lot of people just dumped, kind of sell that news type of deal. But the good news is that it gets out of the paper hands, it goes into hodlers' hands. So I think that's really cool. Going on to the Grumpy Cat, which I don't think it ever did that big of a dip. About a $4 million market cap, over a million in volume. So if there's anyone that's going to do a move first, I don't know. And I know we're talking about OMI versus these. We'll start off with Foster Hilt with some of his stuff, because you had where is it? You had God's Entry go on and say, oh hey, I've been calling 0004 for like 2 years now, and now it's close. He's like, I guarantee you it's going to go there. I guarantee you it's going to go there. So Foster Hill goes and responds, can I get a date range? Because I've been patiently waiting for a while, but the price only seems to have moved sideways or gone up as of recently. God's Entry says, I'm thinking October, November. So a lot of times what God's Entry does, he'll go on and he'll say, yeah, OMI can go up or down. And then when it goes up or down, he'll be like, see, told you, I'm the best. It's like, okay. Foster Hill goes and says, I respect your TA, but I trust my conviction more. $1,000 says OMI doesn't go below 0004 in 2023. We can hash out specifics in DM. Let me know. And then God's Entry responds with, well, all we need is an exchange. Bet we 5 to 10x that same week. As much as I would love to believe that, 5 to 10x is in 1 week is pretty big. Granted, I do think, we're kind of nearing that bull market now. Things are kind of getting a little bit better. Anyway, Foster goes and says, I agree with that, but I'm working off of what we have now. I take it that's a no to the wager then. And God's Entry says, I will have to decline, fine sir. No meat on bone for me to win. I'm a buyer at 0004, no matter how low it goes. I mean, it sounds like Foster's basically just going to give him $1,000. Like, oh, if you think it's going to do that, I'll give you $1,000. And then God's Entry says, like, no, like that's too little money. All right, Gods, you want to bet 10 grand? Like, let me know. Says, to be honest, current levels are a great entry with 1 to 2 year time horizon. So I think that's kind of God's Entry's way of saying, well, I'm accumulating here isn't bad. I'm going to wait till this level. Jordan Riz he was told to wait until 0004 by many people that do TA. Jordan Riz had gone on and said, yeah, I'm going to buy it now. And now he's up to 200 million OMI. And he got a lot of that in the 0005s most recently. So, and now it's up past 0006. Actually, it was up again today. So it's up like 10% this week, which is pretty legit. Let's see where we at. We'll go and redo this here at 000638. About 2% on the day, so I will take that. And then we'll go over to some of the Disney patents first. Well, we'll go over some of the news that I didn't go over yesterday. Clarissa had gone on and mentioned, oh, hey, where's what Hulk are you waiting on? Clarissa Latina.eth said, what Hulk are you waiting on? Showing that she already has the Bruce Banner Hulk and the Maestro Hulk. There's still 2 more to go. And then Veve Digital Collectible says, plus an airdrop if you collect all 4. So for those of people that haven't really paid attention, there are 2 more Hulks coming. They're going to have a rare and ultra rare. And if you have all 4 of them, you're going to be able to get an airdrop of the secret rare. I'm pretty sure Red Hulk is going to be one of them. I'm pretty sure Gladiator Hulk will be one, maybe World Breaker Hulk. I mean, there's so many different Hulks. There's a lot, like, and what they're doing here is they're going and saying, oh, hey, guess what? Secret Wars is upon us. It's not, it's actually delayed. It's not going to be until like 2026, 2027. It's going to be several years from now, but they're just getting people ready for multiple Hulks, as in there's going to be a scene. It's going to be one of the most epic scenes in cinema. Like, you remember in, what was it? It was Rise of Planet of the Apes? The first and the newest trilogy of Planet of the Apes came out in like 2011 maybe, and that like apes are just taking over, and you just see these chimps with these like spears, and they're like, they're ready to go. That's pretty much what's going to happen in Secret Wars. You're going to see a giant like shield helicarrier filled with like a bunch of different Hulks, and they're all going to come down. It's going to be so freaking cool. Can't wait for that. Anyway, they're getting us ready for what's going to happen. Not only you have that, you have She-Hulk, you have the Son of Hulk. So you have really a lot of people that's going on here. And again, Red Hulk's going to be played by Thunderbolt Ross. The reason why Harrison Ford is able to do all these things is just because it is mostly going to be CGI. Like, he'll be playing Thunderbolt Ross, but then when it does CGI, he doesn't really have to do anything. So that's how he can do it in being so old. That's a good meme. O'Milly T says, hint for when the next one drops, please, isn't talking about the Hulk. And Veve Digital Collectible says, get some gems. I mean, they were supposed to do the Incredible Hulk #1. They had delayed that to wait for the waitlist for comics. So I think in place of that, we're probably going to get one of the other Hulks fairly soon. A couple good memes. We have the details on Darkseid right now, and David Yu had retweeted it saying, Flash Eyes versus Thanos. I don't know why I'm saying Flash Eyes. I mean, Flash's eyes like the Flash versus Thanos. I don't know. Maybe David was super tired when he got that, but we do have the details on that now. The details on Darkseid are pretty okay. Some people are calling like, yo, it's ultra rare, it's animated, it's sound, it's a grail, it's totally a grail. Guys, be advised, there's 1,970 of these, which I get it means 1,880 because they keep 90, but it's at $60 per. Is this going to sell out? I don't know. I mean, Darkseid is the big bad of DC. Like, there are too many other people that can even go toe to toe with him. Like, a lot of times you'd really just have to make deals with him. Like, oh, hey, we are going to do this if you continue to attack our planet. And sometimes he'll be like, okay, you win. Good call. Superman's really one of the only people that could go toe to toe with him, at least in DC. And maybe Bolo. Bolo's really cool. He was like the replacement, or no, is it Bolo or Lobo? I think it's Lobo. He was kind of the replacement when Superman like died in the Justice League, and then it turns out, oh, he didn't die. But he's just as strong as him. I guess Wonder Woman too. Wonder Woman's really strong. I guess Doomsday is super strong, especially because he keeps getting killed over and over, and every time he gets brought back, he can't be killed the same way. That's how he's. I hated Batman v Superman for that, because you have like originally with Doomsday, how he becomes all scaly and raw, whatever, is because he's killed thousands of times. He's killed with gas, he's killed with blades, he's killed with explosions. And again, each time he gets brought back, he can't be killed the same way he was before. So that's how you get him to be all like scary looking and, Halloween villainy. But in Batman v Superman, it's just Lex Luthor and Zod. So it should just look like Zod, but with red hair. Like, this was stupid. This was ridiculous. I hated that for that. Like, that was, I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on past that. Stealth channel, made for the streets, career opportunity. I guess somebody asked a question about the location-based NFTs will increase the market for NFT rentals. I believe so as well. Like, let's say if it's not just location-based, let's say if it's, oh, hey, if you're going to Disney World, Disneyland, wherever, and you don't just have to be in the location, but you also have to have a certain collectible with you in order to get that airdrop. Oh, well, if I'm going to go to Disney World and I don't have a partner statue, I'm going to go contact, hey, Foster, you got a couple. Can you rent me one? I'll give you like $10 for it. Just send it to me for the day. $50, whatever it is, and then I'll just send it back. And he'll be like, oh yeah, cool. I think that rentability would be really legit. And then, and that's just one of the things. They also have in one of the new Disney patents, which I'll go over in a little bit, they have the patents of screens. Like if you're in a vehicle, as in like a Disney ride, if there's, let's say, 3 different rows of people and you're in one of the rows, if you have a collectible, that would affect what you see on the screen, like in your row, and so on and so forth. So I think that's another good reason for that as well. Again, I'll go over that more in a little bit. Yeah, Disney super smart. We have Colonel Stats. Colonel Stats. So this is, all right, we'll go over some of the Veve whales now. Colonel Stats has over 3 million points now, 10,000 comics. Look at it. Oh my good golly gosh. 10,000 comics is absolutely bananas. So yeah, 236 sets is great. And you're going to get a ton of MCP points for that. He probably has most of the sets on there. Maybe a couple of things that he doesn't have. Like 1,800 collectibles, but I don't have most of them. But with 10,000 comics, like you're going to get mad MCP points for that already. Like out of the 6,300 MCP points, yes, he's getting a lot from sets and he's getting a lot from collectibles. But 10,000 comics, you're on accident going to get a ton. You don't even have to. It's like when a newbie goes into the gym for the first time. Oh, do I do like 12 to 15 reps, or to do like 5 to 6 reps? You know, nobody's being really clear. How do I get big? It's like if you're going into the gym for the first time ever, it doesn't really matter what you do. You're going to work out. You're going to get bigger if that's what you're going for. Some people go to lose weight, but you know. And his 10,000 first comic is Amazing Fantasy #1. It is a rare version. I love those. Oh, those are the rare and ultra rares are so undervalued because they're exclusive to Veve. Legit. And so you could tell, like, again, the price is $330. Like, he's not going and he's saying, like, oh, he's not doing the Randy Chavez approach where he's not doing the Randy Chavez approach where he's just buying, like these $2 comics. I'll buy any comic under $2. He's going and he's buying like some real stuff. So I can only imagine what his vault value would be. It's nuts. Hundreds of thousands, if not over $1 million. Floor, digit, yep, selling chair. Okay, comic. Okay. You have Seb3 or at Metadopter over on the Twitter saying, Veve official Disney, real Randy Chavez is going and saying he bought a partner statue at 2,345. I remember this guy Dubs over on Twitter, like 2 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, after we had talked about, oh, hey, Disney is at the Apple keynote on June 5th. He went and bought like 4 more wallets at around the 2,000 to 2,400 area. And now they're up to 3,400 because Disney's been coming out with all these patents. They filed them a while ago, but we just got word like the last couple days. Hey, here's what they are. And oh my God, I literally did a 30-minute video last night. I did not even mean to. And it was all about, it was, we had a couple meme coins we had to talk about. We had to talk about OMI. And then we had to go over some news, but there was a good section of it that was really just about a couple of patents. And we're going to go over more of them here today. And if anyone wants to come on, let me know. This is on StreamYard, so I'm going to be able to go and do some interviews here. Let me know who you want on. You have Notorious Bastard. That's his name on Twitter. I'm not trying to curse. Notorious Bastard over on Twitter saying, well, this is interesting. And you see the DeLorean time machine now has a burning mechanism thing to it. Originally, when you saw it from like Miles Morales or Spider-Man, I was thinking, oh, okay, it has a little fire emblem next to it because that's one of the things that you're going to be able to use to craft. Like you can burn that in order to get the Soul Stone. Everyone comment F in the chat to pay respects to that dude who burned an ultra rare and a secret rare Miles Morales. Rip to him. All right. Excuse me 1 second. What was that? Oh, random picture just fell off the wall. I don't know what that was. Anyway, I was ready to kick some ass. I don't have Alexa set up in this house to play like, welcome to the rice fields, mother flapper. Anyway, when you had it on Spider-Man, we had it on anything Marvel, it made sense to have that burn, that fire emblem there because it was burning to craft, whatever. But to have it on a DeLorean, I'm not 100% sure why. So comment down below all your theories on all the reasons why you think a DeLorean has that burn mechanism there, has that fire emblem there. I mean, if you're going to want to do racing in the Veveverse, why would you want to burn a DeLorean? I mean, I get it. There's like 50,000 of those things, but, still. Moving on. All right, payout. Okay. Remember, I told you like last week when Wire had gone on and said, "Oh, hey, we have a, you know, we're going to suspend payout starting July 14th." And then I made, the Con Air reference with my daddy's coming home on July 14th. That is such a good movie. Oh, I want to see that again. Anyway, I told everyone to go like, hey, you should, if you're going to cash out, you should do it before July 14th, just in case they go and they say, oh, hey, we're not doing it, we're not processing any more payments, even though we said this date. Veve official went on ahead and said payout update for the US. As we prepare to move our new payment provider, we are temporarily disabling payout. All pending requests will be processed. We appreciate your patience through this transition as we work to restore full payout capabilities. More updates to come. Now, most likely, they would not have said this if they weren't going to. They would not have said this if they didn't already have like a trick up their sleeve. I don't have sleeves on this. It's 80 degrees out. Fight me. They wouldn't have said that if they didn't have something up their sleeve. So I'm guessing that this is only going to take a month or so. I would say before the end of Q3, you'll probably see a certain form of payout for Veve. But I think a little warning would have probably sufficed before they did this. Again, we don't actually know what's going on in the throes of Veve. It's just kind of what they're reporting, and I'm reporting on that. So I guess it's technically secondhand reporting, even though I'm just reading it word for word. But again, we don't know why they did this. Yeah, I wish they would have given us like a week, but again, we're not sure of the reasons why. Anywho, rip. So Aubrey's dad, I don't know who that is, say, I just sold several items over the past few days to initiate a withdrawal today. Your timing could not be worse, facepalm. And Veve says, listen, we do apologize for the inconvenience this creates. It does remain our top priority. Thank you for bearing with us. So you might even see delays on something else if they're going to super focus on this as payout being their top priority, and maybe OMI to tickets or waitlist tickets, whatever. Maybe that's going to be delayed. I don't know. Again, this is something I'm pretty sure they've been working on since Wire said they weren't going to pay out like earlier this year. So I'm pretty sure they're pretty close to coming out with something. I have some Earth 2 stuff that I have to go over, but I need to make that its own video or something to an actual video. Because there's a lot to go over there. Also, I don't know why I didn't post this on Twitter. I have it like screenshotted, and I never posted it. So I wonder how much OMI would be burned if Veve. Oh, now I know why. It's because it's about payout. It's like I wonder how much OMI would be burned if Veve official made it so that every time somebody cashes out, a percentage of the fee, because they have a 10% fee for cash out, would burn OMI. And the reason why I didn't post that is because, oh, hey, talk about cash out right after they disable cash out. That just would have been pouring salt on the wound for some people. Now, I'm not really planning to cash out, so, it doesn't affect me, but other people it would. So, yeah, I wonder how much OMI would be burned. I think maybe that's part of the reason why they still have it at 10%. I know, I'm telling you guys right now, it is, I don't want to put blames on the user here, but Veve official, like last year, when they came out with the web app, like the web version of it, app.veve.me, when you go on and you say, oh, hey, buy gems through here. If you buy gems through app.veve.me, Veve does not pay a 30% fee to Apple or Google. If you are lazy and you don't want to do that and you just want to buy off the app, Veve goes and they pay a 30% fee to Apple and Google. If more people would have been buying gems off of that app.veve.me, Veve would have lowered that 10% rate. They would have lowered that cash out rate. But because people are too lazy to make those 2 extra steps, no, 10%. Like this reminds me so much of the military, whereas like I have been the perfect airman on this deployment. I've been doing this. We've been doing great in our section, but ramp crashes a vehicle, and now suddenly we have like, not that we get many days off anyway. We're already on 13-hour shifts, already freaking miserable, but you make us do an all call after a 14-hour shift. So we have to pay for ramp sins. Like, how freaking BS is that? Everyone has to pay a 10% cash out because everybody is not buying gems from the web app. Oh God, that makes me salty. Anyway, on to some better news. Moving on. Disney. All right. So Aeronaut again. Just this man has been a plethora of information. Disney is about to change the vehicle industry with NFTs. Now, it didn't say digital collectible industry. He said vehicle industry with NFTs. Patent application, US, to, all right, whatever. That was published on February 2nd of this year, gives us insight to how Disney plans to adjust in-vehicle content based on NFTs, a thread. So here's the patent application, and you see a camera over here, you see a person, and you see, or not you see a person, you see a vehicle, you see where people are sitting inside that vehicle, and then it goes on, I'll go on and move this. Systems and methods to adjust in-vehicle content based on digital assets are described herein. The digital assets may be maintained by decentralized ledgers, thereby recording ownership of digital assets and entities they are correlated with. So basically Disney, Marvel, all that jazz. Individual assets may be correlated with another entity, maybe referred to as correlated entity, by virtue of technology provided and or supported by the one or more permanent registries on which the rights pertaining to the individual assets are tracked. So meaning that if you have a certain NFT that will correlate or interact with another NFT or a ledger nearby, and it'll go show you whatever it wants to show you. Like if anyone's ever gone to Harry Potter World in Universal, you have a ride going from Diagon Alley to Hogsmeade, and when you go on that ride, it's not just like, oh, hey, here's a 10-minute train ride to the other side of the park, to the other park. It goes on, and you have a show that goes on. It says, oh, here's the people that are in, because you're on platform 9 3/4. That's where you go. So in the trolley, you have the person saying like, oh, who wants some candy? You have Harry, Ron, and Hermione doing all their thing. And, that's cool. Everyone sees the same thing. But what Disney's trying to do is saying, oh, you're going to see a different show or a different panel or a different animation thing, depending on what NFTs you have. And that's going to just, one, make the rides more enjoyable, and two, entice people to go and collect all of these NFTs, like hashtag gotta collect them all, because if you do, you're going to want to see every single one. I'm not sure how they're going to stop people from going and like recording on there. It's like, oh, no cell phones, please. Like, oh, yeah, right. I'm totally focused anyway. Because once people get like those secret rares and like the secret endings of certain animations, they'll go on and post it online. They'll post it on TikTok, they'll post it on YouTube, whatever, something like that. Yes, I know the door is behind me. The door is open behind me. Anyway, various types and or combinations of correlated entities are envisioned within the scope of this disclosure, including but not limited to physical and or virtual objects, content, items, rights, memberships, grants, etc. By way of non-limiting example, a correlated entity may be a physical item, e.g. artwork, a subscription to a certain media content, and so forth. So meaning like, it's not just going to be specific to NFTs. There's maybe for some rides, oh, you have to have these NFTs. But if you show proof that you have a subscription to, let's say, Disney Plus, or maybe a subscription to Veve Lite, or a subscription to Veve Superior, whatever that's going to be, because there's going to be stuff like that in MCP, or what they're calling now is like loyalty, the combination between OUP and MCP. They're going to have that. Like they're going to have, oh, hey, pay $20-something a month, and you don't get a cash out fee of 10% anymore. You bring it down to like 8%. Or if you go on and say, oh, hey, I'm staking a whole bunch of OMI, you go on and that could also lower it. But anyway, we're talking about subscription. So whether it's Disney Plus, whether it's Marvel Unlimited, whether it's Veve, again, I have no inside knowledge whether this is actually correlated with Veve or not. It just seems like it's setting up like of the perfect fit. Anyway, the content may include an image, a video. Oh, I just read that. An image, a video, or a signature of notoriety, a soundbite of an audio file, and or other content. So that's just showing you all the different things that they would do on these rides. The correlated entity may refer to any item or object related to art, entertainment, for which a user may use, own, sell, trade, loan, destroy, and or otherwise effectuate a change of ownership, access, or control, including exchanges through challenges. When they say loan or destroy, like loan as in you can loan or rent it out to other people. Oh my God, this is going to be so freaking bullish. Anyway, moving on. Claim 14 states that wherein the in-vehicle content adjusted includes light settings, audio, settings of compressor for a suspension system, a visual theme, temperature, and or sense. Dude, that would be dope if you have an Elsa, because it says temperature as well. If you have Elsa and you're on, let's say, an Elsa ride, it's like, let it go, and you're like running up the steps, and suddenly it's freezing cold to emulate what Elsa's going through as the storm rages on. Or if you have like, we don't have an Ana one yet, but if we have an Ana one, oh, hey, warm, something like that. Or if we have like we don't have any Lion King stuff. If we have like a Lion King stuff, oh, hey, it's super hot because they're in Africa and it only works. Like if you have Simba, it's a little hot. You have Simba and Nala, it's even more hot. You have the whole freaking pride, it's super hot. I would freaking love that type of stuff. Sorry, I'm just I'm just super excited about all this. TLDR, Disney will allow users to adjust in-vehicle content based on the NFTs they own in their wallets. What NFTs would you display in your vehicle? Question mark. And then, so they have the start. They have this figure that they go over. I'll read it now for you real quick. Start. Receive authentication information for user. You determine whether the authentication information is valid. This is really just going on in the background. Like you're not going to have to go and click these boxes saying, yes, I am a person. No, I am not a robot. It's going to be done in the background. Determine responsive to determination that authentication information is valid. Set of one or more digital assets that are associated with the address. So meaning that's if you have one or multiple of these NFTs in your wallet. And again, because most people in the world cannot, one, they don't have a MetaMask, even if they knew what it was, most people in the world do not know how to operate one. So Veve just seems like the logical step because it's so simple to use. And it already has an NFT wallet. Determine the set of one or more content correlated to set of one or more digital assets. Oh, so meaning like if you have one and it unlocks something else, that like it's like kind of like a tech tree. If you have a set of one or more content that's correlated to the set of one or more digital assets. So like one digital asset could unlock a couple of different things, not just one. So that's really cool. Adjust in-vehicle content based on one or more digital assets of set. So again, this is all going on in the background. I can't freaking wait for this. Anyway, more Disney patents to go over here. Is Disney planning to airdrop NFTs to shareholders? Patent application, US. That was published on, this was last year on 10 November 2022, gives insight to how Disney might plan to execute these airdrops. A TLDR. So the start would be to determine recipient of ownership of primary assets. So if you have whatever whether it's a partner statue, any of the gold moments, whatever, you generate a secondary digital asset. So if you have one, it will generate another one for you. Kind of like for Feesh. Like if you have a Feesh, you get airdrops like every single quarter. It used to be every month. I think they slowed down to every quarter, but you get airdrops all the time. If you have a Feesh, it shows in your wallet, you get the airdrop. You have multiple Feesh, you get multiple. And then you distribute the secondary digital asset to the recipient. That would be if you have it, and then modify the secondary asset. So when they say modify the secondary asset, I'm not sure if that means, oh, hey, now it says you're the new owner, and they're just modifying it on the blockchain, saying, oh, you're the new owner, and that's how it's modified, or modification meaning, hey, here's your new NFT. Now let's go and pimp it out. Let's go and give you clothes. Let's give you a hat. Let's give you gloves. Let's give you socks. You know, wouldn't that be funny if you gave, oh, wouldn't that be great if you had like a Simba NFT and you gave it tiny clothes? Oh, that would be freaking adorable. I'm sorry. Well, I'm getting excited. Moving on. An embodiment, traditional secondary benefits tied to the ownership of an asset, dividends or physical stock certificates tied to ownership of stock can be replaced with virtual secondary benefits. Holy freaking, what now? All right, let me read this again. An embodiment, meaning traditional secondary benefits tied to ownership of an asset. So I guess Disney is also calling NFTs assets as well. Again, but I think that's par for the course right now, but it's really nice to see the fact that they're going and saying, oh, hey, we recognize this also. We're not too far behind the curve. Dividends or physical stock certificates tied to ownership of stock can be replaced with virtual secondary benefits. Okay, so benefits tied to ownership of an asset can be replaced with virtual secondary benefits. So it says replaced, and I don't like that wording because that kind of leads me to believe, oh, if you have one thing, we're going to take it and give you something else. I don't really like that. Or it says, no, the benefits tied to that can be, oh, so let's say like, oh, if the code reads, this is what the benefit is, the code will be replaced with the actual NFTs or the airdrops. I think that's what that means. But comment down below if you think I'm wrong. A secondary digital asset, or an NFT, serving as an exclusive or limited edition digital collectible, a virtual currency, or any other suitable digital asset could be used in place of or in addition to a traditional stock dividend tied to ownership of a stock. They keep bringing up stocks and stock portfolios and things like that. So first we'll go over this and saying limited edition digital collectible. So if you have one of these NFTs, which again, there's a whole bunch of them on Veve, one of the benefits could be getting a virtual currency or any other suitable digital asset. Is they going to get into crypto? Like, are they going to get into a Disney coin, or would they use an already existing coin? Like, can we go and we check all the wallets? I think I know all of the ones, or at least I know someone that knows all of the wallets and who they are and what they are. If any of them would be Disney, like if suddenly you see, hey, who is this massive wallet that suddenly has 50 billion OMI, then that might be Disney. That might be that would be insane if they, and again, I know this is really reaching, but again, they specifically bring up a virtual currency. I mean, if that's OMI, like, oh my God, I'm not gonna pretend that it is right now because most likely it's not, but there is a greater than 0% chance that that could be it. Anyway, the secondary digital asset could be generated and awarded to shareholders on an established schedule, annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly. So that means if you have certain if you have certain collectibles and they're in your wallet for a specific time, whether it's a month, a quarter, 6 months, a year, whatever it is, you'll be getting compensated for in whatever form, whether it's a digital currency or just other airdrops. You'll be getting that semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, etc., etc. NFT could be generated as a secondary digital asset tied to ownership of a primary asset. Didn't I just read that? No, I guess not. The authenticity of each secondary digital asset could be verified based on entries in a decentralized distributed blockchain ledger. Oh, nice. Secondary digital asset could be an NFT in which a digital token is tied to a digital collectible, digital image or video representing a digital character, animation, or image. That'd be really cool if like, oh, hey, guess what? You have the entire Moana set. That means you get this free Moana doll. It's a physical set. So like, and that would be great if they say, oh, hey, you got this Moana set, and we could tell because it has multiple owners, you got it off the secondary. So here's your semi-okay Moana thing. But if you said like, oh, hey, your wallet has all of these that were minted off the drop, you're the first owner, so you get this super awesome Moana thing. That would be dope. Oh my God. Oh my God. I cannot wait for this. Oh my God. I need to get more OMI. We are going to the freaking moon. Oh my God. I can't. I'm sorry. I feel like a white girl that can't even, Anyway. This is major. Alternatively, or in addition, the secondary digital asset could be a virtual currency based on blockchain technology. I will be shorting the term virtual currency to VC from now on. Okay, copy. If the primary asset is a share of stock, the secondary digital asset can be an NFT in which the associated digital asset, image, video, audio, etc., changes based on properties of the stock. Oh, all right. So if stock price or any other suitable properties are identify change triggering dynamic modification. Does that mean if like the price, let's say if you have a Walt and the price is below 3,000, it looks one way, or if the price is above 3,000, it looks another way. And smart contract modify. So they're doing it all with smart contracts. So they don't really have to do any of the work. Once it does, they don't have to have somebody go and watch and see and refresh constantly every couple of seconds to see what the price is. It could just all be done in the smart contract. That is freaking dope. Oh, I'm so sorry. 33 minutes. I know. And I still have the Russia stuff to go over. We have a lot of things. Properties of the corporate entity issuing the stock. Properties of the economy more generally, or any other suitable properties. The kicker, see Claim 7, generating the second asset using a trained machine learning. Yep. TLDR, Disney has provided a disclosure for issuing secondary digital assets, whether it's NFTs or virtual currencies, to be rewarded to a recipient who owns a first asset relating to an entity where the secondary asset may be created by AI. Dude, that would be so dope if they go and say, oh, you have all of these lightsabers. Let me give you one because you have them all. Oh, the prices on those would rise like a mother flapper. Mother flapper. Okay. We have a bunch of other stuff to go over, but I've already been talking for so long. For 34 minutes already. We're just gonna skip the rest of that stuff, and we're going to go and get into the Russia stuff real quick. All right, where we at? Seriously, where to go? Okay. Here we go. So this was breaking as of 3 hours ago, but the updates are very, very recent, as in a couple of minutes ago. So breaking. Claims of a military coup in Russia as Wagner declares war on the Russian Ministry of Defense. Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of Russian mercenary group Wagner, has accused Russia of bombing his military sites in Ukraine. Despite the Russian Defense Ministry claiming that there is no truth to his claim, Prigozhin has said that 25,000 mercenaries would take part in a military coup organized by him. Okay, before I go forward, you don't want to wish death on anyone, although we do sometimes. There is a. I think that negotiations are always far superior to bombs and bribes, but I think that what did Sell say? It is not a sin to fight for the right cause. There are those who words alone will not reach. And there's more to that quote, but anyway, if you go and you have someone that is responsible for this war, and suddenly he gets taken out, maybe and this is an unpopular war. It's not like, despite all the Russian propaganda, it's not like this is a hugely popular war where everyone's like, yeah, let's go get him. Like, it's not at all. I think that, remember when Anakin and Obi-Wan are going to fight Dooku, and then Padme falls out of the ship, and Anakin's like, put the ship down, and then Obi-Wan's just like, oh God, I'm done. Obi-Wan's like, I need you to take on Dooku. I can't fight him alone. And then Anakin's like, put it down. And then Dooku's like, what would Padme do if she was in your position? If we catch Dooku, we can end this war right now. If we go or not if they go and they take Putin out, we can end this war right now. Like, I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway, that would be super bullish for the market. The markets would rally like no other. Kickstart that bull run tomorrow as soon as this happens. What the fudge was that? I think that was a firework. Anyway, quote, those who destroyed our guys today, who destroyed tens of thousands of lives of Russian soldiers, will be punished, end quote, says Prigozhin. Igor Girkin, ex-Russian Federal Security Service, has stated that the military coup attempt has begun. The revolution has begun. I'm Cole. This is Meek. Multiple sources are claiming that an emergency statement is being prepared by Russia's Ministry of Defense. Other sources are claiming that Russia's National Guard is on alert. Remember when Trump said, I'm not going to call in the Guard, I'm going to call in the military? That was fire. Anyway, Prigozhin audio message 16 minutes ago, and this was like 3 hours ago by this point. Details start emerging. The Minister of Defense urgently arrived to Rostov in order to conduct an operation to destroy PMC Wagner. He used artillerymen and helicopter pilots covertly to destroy us, end quote. Definitely fireworks. Really hoping that's fireworks. My thoughts. This is major. I don't know if a Wagner camp was actually attacked by the Russian military, but there's essentially 3 options I can think of. 1. Yevgeny Prigozhin is falsely claiming his camp got bombed as a pretext for the coup. 2. The Kremlin is attacking Wagner. We know they've been sparring for months now. Or 3. The attack on the camp is an accident, and Yevgeny Prigozhin is simply overreacting as usual, but this time, though, going to a whole new level. And the story is evolving. I'll go and read more, but I think there is a 4th option. And this is straight up gangster by Biden. Remember when Russia said, listen, Germany, if you go and continue giving money to Ukraine, if you continue supporting this war, we're just not gonna we're just gonna turn off these pipes and we're gonna stop giving you gas. You get like 50% of your gas and oil from us. We're just gonna stop giving it to you. And then Biden, like a week before it happens, says like, oh well, you threatened to do that. We're just gonna blow it up, man. And then suddenly it blew up. Oh my God, that was the most gangster thing Biden ever did. I know people like to think that he's just this guy that doesn't know what he's talking about. And okay, fair point. Sometimes you see him go, into space. But for him to say that, and then a week later, the pipeline explodes, I could just picture Biden going like this to Putin, say, what you gonna do now about that, sonny boy? You can't threaten to shut off Germany's gas when it's already shut off. Like, Jesus, man. Anyway, moving on here. Also 3 hours ago, Putin is aware of the situation unfolding around Prigozhin. All necessary measures are being taken. Russian Press Secretary Dmitry Peskov said 3 hours ago. Also 3 hours ago. According to the National Anti-Terrorism Committee, the allegation spread on behalf of Yevgeny, or is it, where'd it go? 4 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago. Wait, where the heck was that? All right. Early Ukrainian sources are talking about infighting among Russian troops. After Prigozhin's statements, a case was initiated on a call for an armed rebellion, the National Anti-Terrorism Community said. And then from Dmitry, or War Translated, says, the leftover of Wagner's on the outskirts of Bakhmut opened fire on regular roads of the Russian Federation. Our assault brigades see everything. Systemic strikes are now being carried out on the position of the Russians. You would hear the radio broadcast of these ... now. The impression is that of the Russian regular troops are killing their own, and it seems that part of the military is supporting Prigozhin, as in like, oh, hey, remember back when we had this Ukraine civil war, and then Kiev was sending tanks only for the people driving those tanks to just switch sides and support the rebels? Yeah, I'm still salty about Ukraine for that. Anyway, RIP Natasha. More on this. Wagner commander, a large part of the soldiers of the Russian army now strongly support us. A few minutes later, the Moscow Exchange Index is rapidly declining amid what is happening, RBC noted. Oh my good golly gosh. There is nothing in the green. Everyone is going to, that's been shortened, that is making a killing. A few minutes later, Russia's FSB security services launched a criminal probe into calls to stage an armed mutiny after the head of the Wagner mercenary group vowed to resist Moscow's military leadership. Also, according to Jimmy, SEC UK, an insider from Wagner confirms that Prigozhin is making a move. The situation in the center of Rostov a few minutes ago, there'd be military vehicles in that street. A report from BBC Russia state that the FSB and SOBR are establishing roadblocks on the Moscow Voronezh Rostov on Don highway. I'd say that 5 times fast. Those who are on duty ordered. Oh my God! Those who are on duty are ordered to open fire in case of a threat. What if they're civilians? Jesus, man! At the same time, the equipment is in readiness mode, but units have not yet received an order to advance it. Several other media outlets add that Moscow security forces are on high alert and the Fortress Plan is being introduced in the capital. This is a plan to protect the objects of the Ministry of Internal Affairs. The exact actions of employees in this plan fall under state secrets, but it is openly known that the entrances and exits of the buildings of the Ministry of Internal Affairs are blocked. Oh my God. A Wagner channel wrote this, quote, all military personnel of the RF armed forces who do not want to join the cleansing campaign. They're calling it the cleansing campaign? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Will be considered collaborators who have gone over to the whole halls, and we will deal with them accordingly, end quote. All military personnel of the RF armed forces who do not want to, okay, yep. Further information on the Liberation Campaign, that's a better name, Liberation Campaign from the Tuvan Degenerate will continue to appear on this channel, as well as Razgorska and Kepka, Prigozhina, and on a number of other friendly channels. I recommend subscribing, blah, 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 blah. Also 2 hours ago, we urge Wagner Group fighters do not carry out criminal and traitorous orders of Prigozhin, but to take steps to apprehend him, Russia's FSB says. So that be. And now be advised, they're like two different military, like I don't really, if there was like a giant amount, although most of Russia's vehicles are probably going to be in Ukraine. Like most of Russia's stuff are probably, I mean, they'd be in Crimea, they'd be in Slavyansk, Donetsk. They're probably all in different parts of Eastern Ukraine. Like they're probably not in Russia. So with all of the stuff, with all of the vehicles in a not even a faraway land, but like right next door, they're probably not going to have too many vehicles to protect the capital. This might actually work. Anyway, Russian General Sorovkin tells Wagner fighters that, quote, before it's too late, we must obey, and they will obey the will and order of the president. Stop and return to your bases, end quote. Furthermore, a Russian Telegram channel is throwing out claims of Wagner convoys are on the move from occupied parts of Ukraine toward Russia. Oh, so you actually have that they're going. Okay, all right. So because there's Russians on their own, if you have I don't know how many of them are Wagner's and how many. I mean, if they are, it's going to be a race to see who gets to the capital first. Like, it's going to be a race to see, who can get there first. If Wagner's people get there first, and there's nobody calling in reinforcements, this would be a good chance for Ukraine to take back a lot of the country. Anyway, the column of musicians goes through the checkpoint. Novoshakhtinsk, the length of the column is about 50 kilometers. At the Voloshyno checkpoint, the situation is the same, only the convoy 80 kilometers and continue to go. VP and border guards do not interfere. At first, 2 tanks drove up to Novoshakhtinsk. I'll never be able to say that. The musicians came out, talked to the border guards, said not to interfere, sat down and drove off. And then the convoy through the checkpoint, according to assumptions, follows in the direction of the where the army headquarters is. Also 2 hours ago. Wagner affiliated channel, neither the FSB nor Surovikin will be able to stop what has begun. I don't know about that. Russian General Sergei Surovikin sends a video, urges Wagner to stop. This is he's a little old, but whatever. An hour ago, or hour 50 ago. Security measures have been stepped up in Moscow. Security measures have been strengthened in Moscow. All the most important facilities, state authorities, and transport infrastructure facilities have been taken under increased protection, the law enforcement agencies have told us. According to interlocutor of the agency, Oman and sober units of the Russian Guard were raised on alarm. Streets of Moscow, or streets of Rostov currently. So there's just more and more of these. So it's just a lot of these vehicles kind of over and over. I'm not sure if they're the same ones or if they're different ones and they're just made to spread out. Yeah, there's not like a ton of these vehicles. Like, it's not like there's like 8,000 of them. I've seen like a dozen so far. All right, we're gonna go on this. Go to Mario Nawfal here, and we're gonna. Oh, that was it. Oh no, that wasn't it. We have a lot of other stuff to take a look at. This hiccup succeed. All right, hold on. We got to read something here. And this was 5 minutes ago from Arya Nawfal saying, latest Wagner attempts coup in Russia. Everything started when Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the Russian mercenary group Wagner, accused Russia of bombing his military sites in Ukraine. Despite the Russian Defense Ministry's claim that there is no truth to his allegation, Prigozhin stated that 25,000 mercenaries would participate in a military coup organized by him. Igor Girkin says a former member of the Russian Federal Security Service confirmed that the military coup attempt had begun, and now we know he wasn't lying. Wagner has confirmed that they have indeed initiated their coup. Here's everything we know so far. The road so far, supernatural. Reports of the Federal Security Service, FSB, has allowed Wagner to enter Russian city. They've allowed him, I'm sure. Has allowed Wagner to enter Russian city of Rostov without any resistance. This just came in and could mean that FSB is part of the coup, or they are trying to save face that Wagner was able to enter without resistance. Either way, that does not look good. Anyway, Prigozhin claimed the Russian chief of the general staff of Gerasimov gave the command to open fire from aircraft on Wagner, columns mixed with civilian vehicles. The pilots refused to follow the order. Oh, let's go. I love this game. Roadblocks have been established by the FSB and SOBR on the Moscow-Voronezh-Rostov-on-Don highway. Wagner has accused any Russian military personnel who doesn't assist them in their cleansing campaign, Jesus, what a name, of collaborating with the Ukrainians and stated that they will be dealt with accordingly. Wait, Wagner's accused any Russian military personnel who don't assist with them of collaborating with Ukrainians. Okay, gotcha. And stated that they will be dealt with accordingly. Multiple Russian military generals have made videos urging Wagner not to proceed with this attack. The Oman and SOBR units of the Russian Guard are on high alert, and security of Moscow has been significantly intensified. Allegedly, a clash has occurred between Wagner and the units of Rosgvardia on the Rostov-Moscow highway near Kozachi Lahiri, and it is estimated that only 25% of Russians currently have access to the internet. Oh, yeah, so they did that in the Middle East a lot. Whenever someone died, whenever someone died, they lacked internet because they didn't want like the name getting out on the internet, whatever, before they had the chance to secure remains in order to go and try to tell the family, stuff like that. They also, when I was in Kuwait, they had my friend Brittany. I had a bunch of friends in Incirlik, Turkey. My friend Zenobia, and my friend Brittany were there at the time, and you had this what do you call it? You had this attempted coup d'état in Turkey, and we couldn't get in contact with our people over in Incirlik for like 3 days. We're like, what is going on? They said it was like, they attempted to carry out some of the operations, but for the most part, they were just like, we're just going to chill for a few days. They obviously weren't a part of that. They weren't, whatever was happening happened. And they were fine. It like the whole thing was shut down in like 12 hours, but they just didn't have internet in the whole country, even on base, for a couple days after that. And finally, they're just like, oh, all right, here we go. We're good, and everyone was fine. But I think this is a bit different. Allegedly, a clash has occurred between Wagner and units of the Rosgvardia on the Rostov-Moscow highway near Kozic and Lahari. 25% of them have internet. That's nuts. Armed vehicles have filled the streets of Rostov, and dozens of aircraft filled with Russian special forces are flying to the region. All right, so it's going down in the street. All right. According to Russia's defense ministry, Ukraine has taken advantage of Prigozhin's provocation to destabilize the situation and is attacking Russia's forces along the flanks. Not war. What do you think they're going to do? Like, freaking duh. Russia. Freaking Riri's. Russia's Ministry of Defense has repeatedly asked Wagner to stand down. Russian media has reported that, quote, there is panic in the Kremlin. No one can reach Putin, end quote. And that the current mood among St. Petersburg elites is when choosing between Putin and Prigozhin, Prigozhin is now the preferred choice. They support him. I know this is like secondhand, but like, oh my God, this tea though. Prigozhin says he and his men are ready to go all the way, and that he and his men will destroy anyone who stands in their way. Damn, they want to get in the way of him. Press Secretary Dmitry Peskov says Putin receives reports 24/7 about the measures taken related to the attempt of an armed rebellion. So this is something that, this is like every dictator's like biggest fear. The big fear is that you want to go and you're just taken out in the middle of the streets and have the people just go up and just like take stop signs and shove them up your rectum. Like, seen that before. Freaking wild. This is like every dictator's biggest fear. Bill Gardner with the super chat saying, let's go, partner statue up almost 3K. It was at 3,400 before. Let's see what it is now. And then I'll go on and further talk about the stuff here. Partner statue 27. Yeah, it was up to 3,400 before. Now it's at 2,700. I did expect a pullback, but yeah, good times. Anyway, moving on. The situation is insane and is bound to have major repercussions. Could this coup succeed? Without support from within the Kremlin, this will not succeed. We have received reports of various members of Russian military that are turning against the Kremlin or standing by and watching the developments. We have also heard that Wagner was able to enter the Russian city of Rostov with no resistance. Rostov's main city is home to the headquarters of the Russian Southern Military District and the general headquarters for the Russian military operations in Ukraine. I do not think this will succeed, and I think this is Prigozhin's desperate response after learning of his potential arrest. Prigozhin has been likely planning this for a long time, smuggling Russian weapons to his forces and building alliances from within the Kremlin. There is an ongoing investigation by the Ministry of Defense into these allegations, and we've heard reports that an assassination attempt against Prigozhin took place, likely leading to this response. What happens next? We are discussing this in space, and it is too early to speculate, but any instability is not good news. Anything is possible. Now, I would like to argue that point. I think instability would be, like, again, if it's not good, like, for the citizens of Russia, but if suddenly the leader of the war is taken out, and then suddenly, I don't know, Ukraine can regain control, and then you go and you say, oh, hey, guess what? This war stops. There's the end to this war. I think that is good news. And updates being shared currently in space and being added live code below. All right, so we're gonna see one more thing from Arya. And I know I've been talking for almost an hour before getting to responses here, but I'm gonna see what else he's got going on. No, that was it. That was the last. That was the last thing that he had posted. Wow. Okay, let's finally get to these comments. Let's, an hour later. That's right. Rafael Garcia. Yo, what up? 4chan. Dental Human says, hello and thank you. Hello and thank you for hello and thank you. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, Randy. Legacy Bermuda says, yo, what up, Legacy? How's it going, fam? Ooh, where am I? Earth 2, real Professor Oak says, you listened. I always listen. Larry Mack says, Randy, let's go. Yo, what up, Larry? Prince Toby says, why didn't you tell us you sold merch? I'm so buying your meow, meow, meow shirt. Meow, meow, Randy. Yeah, the link's always down below. If you really want to help support the channel, links to support the channel down below, whether it be Patreon, whether it be being on my, oh God, what's that called? YouTube rewards. Subscribe, become a member. And then also merch store, link down below. Meow, meow, Randy. Meow, 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 meow. Randy Chavez. Earth2 Pokemon, the real Professor Oak says, he bought the fridge back. Not my old fridge. Yo, let's get this money. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Cool says, bring the word, Randy. Yo, what up, Cool Mo? Always bringing that word. Gave 4chan a chance. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Uncle Me says, yo, happy to see Walt having some fun. Let's have some fun. This beat is sick. Want to take a ride on your disco stick? Time to DCA. DCA that bitch. Smarty Pants says, yo, was good, Randy boy. Yo, what up? What up, Smarty Pants? I will be in New York City tomorrow, so if you're around, let me know. But I'll be there for a couple of different things. Hold on one second. Kind similar. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Okay, sorry. Where was I? Also, what I'm gonna ask people to do here is what I haven't done in a little while. I know I had some whales I had to go over, but if everyone can go and they can smash that like button, the free way to help support the channel will be super great. Super great. Oh, all right. Who is bringing what? I want to bring theirs, but I want to see who else is. San Francisco, would love to meet. Oh, I would totally let Jeremiah meet my significant other. I don't have one though. I am quite single. Oh, who this? Who this? All right, I'm sorry. Hold on one second. You have so much. Around that profession. Yep. Real estate hustler. Yep. Yo, you remember? Oh, I guess we should go over Recur as well. Recur is, they say, temporarily closing their chat on Discord. I wonder why, because I haven't had a drop in month. But remember a year ago when Cody Thrive says, will Recur put Veve out of business? Not clickbait? Like, come on, guys. That's hysterical. Oh, that's fucking hysterical. Bangers. Oh, yep. Ripping them. Recur. Yep. Okay, copy that. Moving on here. We've got Red Hulk gonna be Red Hulk's gonna be legit. 3, Amadeus Cho, Red Hulk, Airdrop Worldbreaker Hulk would be dope. Would be dope AF. Steve Smith, the Hey Mofos. Yo, Steve. Eddie Almeida says, careful with Binance. They are minting unbacked TUSD after DOJ went after BUSD. I don't have Binance, so I'm good. Why would anyone want to rent an NFT? Makes zero sense to me. Well, again, if I'm going to a place that I need to have, let's say, a partner statue. Let's say if I'm at Disney World and I need a partner statue in order to get a certain airdrop or to get a certain collectible, whatever, and I don't have one, it would make sense. Oh, hey, Foster, can you go and rent me one? I'll give you $20, however much you want to rent to me for the day. And then I'll, after the contract expires, get it back. Watch Randy or watch unfolding possible coup in Russia. Okay, Big Daddy Chavez it is. Thank you. BV Wheels says, what up, homie? Yo, what up, Wheels? Brandon M says, hey, all. And obviously, I'm going over the Russian stuff as well. So, burn the DeLorean, get a dock. Oh, that'd be dope. I could see that. Brandon M says, I think it's just an indicator that there are burned collectibles in the collection. Someone burned a DeLorean. You can see it in the metadata. Stitch Uncommon also has one burned as the flame. How'd they burn that, though? So curious. All right, hold on. Taking a picture of that because I got to see how. Oh, man. All right, here we go. It says failure of control has one burnt as well. Nice. Someone at Veve must have burned those. Maybe. Oh, that's possible. Test burning. Yeah. Do you think Disney might buy Veve considering Disney laid off their metaverse team? If they're no, and I'll tell you why. Give me a second. I just got pull my pants up. Okay. All right. So I will say no. I have burgers. I should make more burgers. I already had 2. Anyway, I think Disney might buy Veve considering Disney laid off them. just because they laid off their metaverse team doesn't mean that they're clearly they're very pro metaverse. I think it's like when the SEC went and said attacked Binance and attacked Coinbase and like, yeah, you're all securities, we're attacking these. Like the SEC wasn't anti-crypto; they were just going and attacking those guys to make room for their friends, so their friends could go and be the big players on the block, like the ones at Fidelity, like the ones at BlackRock, and internationally you have Deutsche Bank and all that jazz. Um, so when Disney went, and again, it's not just Disney they fired the metaverse team. It's Bob Iger hiring the team that originally was brought in by Bob Chapek, and they don't really like each other. So it would make sense that he's like, oh, hey, yeah, this team, you Bob Chapek's guys, well, yeah, we're not hiring him. And he's doing it under the guise of just layoffs, economy, whatever. I would imagine that a new metaverse team will be there at some point. Again, Veve's not the metaverse team. Veve is not making the Veveverse. It is all Cavernous that's making that. So if Disney really wanted to buy a company, it would probably be Cavernous. If they wanted to go and actually buy someone to make their metaverse, it probably would be those at Cavernous. Just because they are trusted by a multitude of different companies, many of them these Fortune 500 ones, not just random ones either. So yeah, I would say that. I think Disney buying Veve is very complicated because a lot of the stuff is already Veve stuff, and no way does DC gonna want to be under the thumb of Disney saying, oh hey, they would either break their contract, buy themselves out of that contract. They just wouldn't want to do that, and the app would probably lose DC if Disney went and bought them. So I don't think they would do that. I would think someone like Apple, would probably, or like maybe Amazon, might be one of the ones to buy Veve in the future if it comes to that. Yes, I know. Thor's line. Yeah. Favorite zombie movie? Ooh, honestly, Zombieland. That's so good. I remember seeing that. I saw that twice when it was in theaters in like 09, 2010, whenever it came out. That was good, man. That was good. And there are a bunch of other ones that I really like, but Zombieland is just good, bro. Hey friends, what's up? Energies and good vibes, good vibes. 28 weeks later. Oh, I Am Legend is really good too, but the doggy, the doggo. Would Marvel count as Disney NFTs for that since they own? Yes, yeah. Star Wars, Marvel. I assume soon to be, everything. You have Central 21 Fox. You have a bunch of these. Yep. Are we going down again? Anyone reckon? I mean, Russian markets want to buy. I don't know, man. I don't know. You should buy the number 48 Luke Skywalker for $1,600. Disney gonna sell me? I mean, it's possible that they could have it integrated within the park at some point. I mean, like Jesus, probably a low possibility, but I mean, is Disney going to make their own currency? Are they going to make their own Disney dollar? I mean, they could, but if they're not comfortable with Web3, if they're like having Veve hold their hand, like while they're going through all this, I don't know if they're going to have. I mean, I don't think they would have the people that are expert enough to do that. I don't know. It would be awesome to buy a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin NFT. It would. Oh, good morning, Walrus King. How you doing, fam? Yeah. Smarty Pants, laughing. Well, yeah, I was coughing. All right, guys. I was coughing. Or was that? Mr. 100 says that Putin is a lightweight in Russia. His replacement will go full nuclear. Be careful what you wish for. Oh, I completely understand that the devil that you know is better. It can sometimes be better than the devil that you don't know. But I will also say that maybe the U.S. will go and take a page out of their own playbook and do what they did to Iran in 1953, where they helped initiate a coup, took out their president, and put in a pro-American one. Something that somebody did in 2014 to Ukraine, when Ukraine is just, they democratically elect to not go into the European Union. Some outside government agency from some random country in the world, I don't know which one it is, initiated a coup and put in a pro-European Union one after they got rid of the president of Ukraine. Still salty at that. I feel like this could be the same thing. Oh, hey, let's put in somebody, a puppet that is going to be on our side. Just throwing that out there that's possible. It could happen. Big A says, missing the latest. Wagner has a large column that Prigozhin claims has now crossed back into Russia. Russian Chief of General Staff just gave order to launch air. Yes. I heard, and then I heard some of those people were not firing as well. They elected to disobey that order. Prigozhin is a lunatic. He wants Putin to attack NATO with nuclear weapons. Get your facts straight, Randy. I mean, the facts are, well, I mean, I'm just reporting what Mario Narfall had reported. And Prigozhin may or may not be a lunatic. Putin, I like, again, how does Prigozhin going and trying to initiate a coup on Putin, how does that get Putin to use a nuke against NATO? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, moving on. Rumors Ukraine gave air support assist with drones to Wagner by attacking border, crossing ahead of column, enemy of my enemy. Yeah. And I mean, just ask Elon Musk. He could have 8,000 drones fly down from his Starlink and just yeah, you could just do that. Elon Musk could be the most legit assassin in the world. Let's go. Partner statue almost 3K. Partner statue to the moon. To the moon, guys. To the moon. Wes giving me those hearts. I'll give him a meow. Oh God, put MQ. I want it to be meow. Oh God. Why can't I type? What is wrong with my brain? I've lost many blood cells in my brain. Okay. Randy, you got me to buy 4chan and then you sold. Okay, about the dip. Listen, I have not sold anything on 4chan in this month. I've not sold anything on 4chan in weeks. So yeah. Bill Gardner says Crypto Face was saying if Bitcoin shot past 30K this morning, odds are it's going to 38K. Oh God, hiccups. We'll see. Oh God, more hiccups. Oh God, I'm not even drinking. What is this? All right, let's take a look at the Bitcoin here. It's at 30K, 16% this last week. Ethereum up 10%, which is pretty cool. You have a, I mean, who knows? You know, we'll that'd be great. We'll see. We still have people in TA thinking Bitcoin will go down to like $9,000. Ridiculous. Prince Toby says, I never expected to hear Randy talk about a bald mercenary leader attempted a coup in Russia. Usually he talks about My Little Pony, anime, Veve, Grumpy Cat, and Dashi. Life is always surprising. Totally always surprising. You know, when you zig, when people expect you to zig, you zag. When they expect you to zag, you zig. I said it before, I'll say it again. OMI and Veve equals blue chip. Agreed, 100%. Veve Hadoken TV. So, well, I got through those comments pretty quickly. Shout out to me for that. Pat myself on the back. Bet yourself on the back, you don't break your spine. All right, where are we at here? Yep. Other one with okay. All right, moving on here. Shaking lots of hands, you're kissing up and bleeding all your trust. Shaking what you need, bite the hand that feeds. Dude, I could totally picture Putin like in his office and be like, relate to Togolkak Putin. And then you just see like, he just has two girls at the ready, be like, Togolkak Putin, Polnagasil. And then you just have on the other end, I don't know, like Prigoni saying, going and be like, okay, play tattoo. And he's like, all the things you said, all the things, or like, yes, I mean, I don't know. I just picture that happening. And the yes, is like, I've lost my mind. Like they say, I've gone crazy. That's what it directly translates to. So I think that'd be fun. Like, oh, you think you wanted to get crazy? You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. You know, comment down below if you get that reference. It's Batman, by the way. Bill Gar says there is a giant money flow wave that you can track on Market Cipher. Send me a link to that, Bill. Bill, I love you so, I always will. Forget the rest of the words, but I am ever gonna see my wedding day. I was on your side, Bill, when you were losing. Hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. Matt Johnson. Hey, what up, member? Saying what up, Randy? How's it going, fam? I hope you're doing well. Well, we've been going over a lot today. It's been great. Mr. 100 Sat says Russians are not happy with Putin. I think they think he is too soft with the West, and it is the opposite. What the media is telling us, we need to be careful here. Yeah, I know the Russians are not happy with Putin. This was not a popular war, despite a bunch of the despite what the Russian media is trying to portray. Whoa, sorry. Nice. Where was I here? Let's see if Mario Nawfal has gone on and reported anything else. Let's see what he's got here. Nope. Last thing. Oh, no. Here we go. 3 minutes ago, there has been no visual evidence as of now that Wagner forces or columns are on the move tonight in Donetsk and Lugansk region of eastern Ukraine or in Rostov region like Prigozhin is claiming. Okay. 5 minutes ago, cruise missiles are flying towards Kiev. Oh. What if it was a... Oh, my God. Oh, fudge. Oh, fudge nuggets. Okay. Yeah, maybe this is not good. What if it was a thing that Putin gives like a spy. He's like, okay, you're gonna join Wagner's group. You're gonna be a double agent, and you're gonna download Viber. You're gonna download whatever, and you're gonna report directly to me on what's going on. And you go and then he says like, all right, execute Order 66, as in pretend that you're going to war with the Kremlin. Pretend that you're going to war with me, and that'll give me the excuse to fire weapons at Kiev. Oh my God. Gee, that is not a good time. Okay, let me go and Google this. We got to go to the Google now. I'm gonna go to Kiev News. No, the life. Kiev expects a life as air defense cruise guard city. Why is like Google not covering this? With hope might survive, sharp rise in homelessness, gas flows. Oh yeah, there's no. Oh, that's so strange. Yeah, it's like Twitter is the best source of information because like there's no articles on this. There's no like ongoing things like from CNN or anything. Kiev Post. So this is definitely going to be biased, but Kiev Post says an air raid alert has been declared across Ukraine. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, no, that was it. Okay, that was it for right now. General Kenobi. It says, have you heard of animal concerts? Yes, I have. Crypto Rain talks about them. They tweeted their metaverse came out today. Yeah, animal concerts is legit. They'll do very well. Jay Solo says he suggests they are partnered with Veve or something else very big, but he never confirms. If they are, it's super early in the agreement, and like they would, yeah, they're again if they are, which I don't know if they are or not. It's not where anyone knows at this point. Yeah. Sardi says, "Yo, Randy, great interview with Crypto Rain the other day. Yeah, he's a great interviewer. He's a great mind. I always love talking with him. We got to do it again. We don't talk very often. We got to talk more. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk. What will happen to Dream or goes over? Yep. Currently, yep. Okay. Weird fact of the day. Sad Vlad / Putin 5 seconds. Yeah, he's a short king, dude. You know what? Some of my favorite videos are now. It's I forget what channel it is. It's a TikTok. It's like not even just a trend. It's like these two girls that go on these like any guy that's going live on TikTok. These girls will go on their lives, and these guys will be like 6'2" or 6'5", whatever. Like, oh yo, what up, short king? Looking good for a short king. And he's like, short king, I'm over 6'. It's like so funny to see them get all riled up. It's wild. I got the Nemo concept art secret rare a few hours ago. Mom just hit it also. Yo, get that bread. You and your mom, get it. Only a few left in store. Oh, I wish I could. I have something really, really big to buy soon, and I just can't. I just can't do it. I can't do the can't get anything anymore. Hold on. So and great gains. Personally buying the dip. Oh wow, it's got 18x. What the fudge? Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Oh, very good. Talking with him right now. Right now. Wow. 4chan Telegram is insane. All right, we're going to take a comment from the YouTube. If I have any from before, which I might not, I do not. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I think that's it. I mean, I've been only talking for an hour 15. I think that's it for the show, though. I have to be in the city tomorrow. Comment down below if you live in there, if you'll be there, doing whatever. I have to go clean up this house. I still haven't told my friends that their bunny chewed through their couch, so that's gonna be a thing. And I won't be here when they get here, so I have to tell them tonight. I've been like slowly not wanting to tell them. For what? Such a busy guy you are. Meeting with my friend Jeremiah. Hold on one second here. And his colleagues about Web3. Lunch with my meow meow meow. Me. Then potential meeting with about what to do with inventory. Then dinner with friends coming back from Greece. Okay. All right. Just send a screenshot to Twitter. All right, Bill Garner, let's go here. Let's go and get this spread. Oh, okay. Yep. $2 million long if Bitcoin breaks 30K is probably going to 8K. Is this the plan B, Bill Gardner? Like plan B, that guy over on Twitter? Because I really do like him. Anyway, the green wave is the money flow coming in on, I believe, the 3 or 4 hour training range. Jesus. That's a lot of money coming in. Boy. Thanks for the stream, Randy. Have a great day, everyone. All right, I'm going to go do this live. Tell my friend. Okay. Also, I have a confession. It is, oh, well, thank you, Potsy Weber. All right, it is 100% my fault. I was doing a video and I heard, all right, so I was 100%, it is 100% my fault. A couple times I heard Bun chewing and I went to see what she was chewing, and it was the cardboard house in her cage. So I ignored it after that. I was doing a video, and after I finished, I went back into the living room to see Bun chewed a hole in a couch cushion. I already ordered a new one, but be advised, it is 7 months out. I will 100% buy y'all a new couch if you don't want to wait that long for another cushion. So, wait that long for another cushion. I feel God awful and will do what y'all think is best. Who hit send? Oh God. Okay. All right, here we go. Thank you for the super chat saying, what up? Still filling the bags. Get that bread. I'm up to 172 million OMI now, by whoever. Oh God, she read it. Oh God. I don't know what she's gonna say. Oh God, I'm gonna get kicked out. Oh God. Anyway, Bill Gardner says, Crypto Face is like one of the best crypto traders, always does multi-million-dollar trades. Jesus. We in the West need to be careful dealing with a nuclear power like Russia. In Russia, in 5 minutes, the world could end. Let's get down from our high horse. This kick-ass stuff won't work against Russia or China. Listen, that mutually assured destruction, I am, and again, this is my just my personal opinion. That mutually assured destruction is a pretty powerful thing, as in like, oh, hey, the U.S. won't directly go and mess with anyone that has, nuclear powers. That's why you don't see us invading Russia or China. We're always in these crap countries, in the Middle East that don't have like standing armies. So yeah, I do not believe that there is any high chance or anything more than like a 0.0001% chance that that goes off. And if it does, I don't think that's exactly going to go and fly in the face of the U.S. It could, if nukes fly, where does that go to? Probably neighboring countries, probably like past the Baltic states. I would say probably somewhere in Europe. I don't think the U.S. would really be too affected by that. I mean, trade stuff and whatever. But again, that is like kind of worst case scenario. Rip Randy, that couch looks bad. Oh God, what did she say? Oh God, what did she say? Can you send a picture of the cushion, like a pillow or the gray main couch cushion? Gray main couch cushion on the back where you sit. I was going to switch it with the other one at the end of the, I was going to switch it with the other one. On the opposite side, but it looks like Bun had chewed tiny holes in that a while ago. Where is it? All right, hold on. Maybe I won't say that. About cushion where you sit. I'll send pics. Yeah. I don't even know if I have a recent. I could just go take one right now. But then, okay, there it is. It is a bun-sized hole. It is a. Oh, it's not. It is a bun-sized hole. It is a hefty hole. So yeah, this is the E. And we're Sinful Guys. Sinful Mawa? I don't know. It's been a while. Back with the back door of the fridge. Great to see you. Oh, my collectibles. Great to see you too. My collectibles. You wanna come on? Oh God. Unless they kick me out of this house or letting the bunny chew for $3,000. Oh, yeah. This is also why I can't buy more OMI right now. This is okay. Hold on. Money coming, flowing in. Oh wow. Let me send this to my boy Steve. He's super long on Bitcoin. Where is Steve? All right, to the moon. Okay, let's NFT Heroes laughing at my misery. It's fine. I would laugh too if it wasn't happening to me. I'm not, yeah. I don't want to go on TikTok. Man of TikTok. Yeah. I've had this pit in my stomach. Like it's just the cushion, and the cushion only costs. But like I feel like they're not gonna wanna. Ugh. 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 Oh God, she's typing. Oh God. Oh God, bad times. Oh God, you could just keep her in the cage. Well, no, like it's fine. Like she's like, um, it's fine when I watch her. Been supervised, um, been supervised, cageless, supervised, um, playtime since. Be advised, this is the cushion that has the little thing that rests on the arm of the couch. I was I can switch it with the, or oh, sorry, okay, so I was going to switch it with the other one, but it looks like Bun had, uh, but it looks like you had already done that. Already done that once before, if you catch my drift. Okay. Honestly, I feel real bad for you. I mean, I'll take him out to dinner. I'll do whatever. Um uh ooh, whoa. Yo, 9.8 Obi-Wan Kenobi, let's go. Not mine, obviously. Oh, the Scotty Young Ultra Rise of Ultraman. Yo, dude, Scotty Young is such a good artist. I love that chibi stuff. Excuse me. Whew. Whew. All right, there we go. That's pretty gross. These are epic. I love how people are trying to match like their digital NFTs, their digital comics with physical comics, digital. Meow meow meow. Okay, where are we at here? Time you do that. All right, guys, that looks like that'll be it for me. Everyone comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for all being here with me today, for the compliments to the fridge. I'm gonna go make some more hamburger meat, and I'm going to give the bun some supervised playtime, and then I have to do laundry. I have to clean. I have to go to the city. I have to be city super early tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be nuts. All right, guys. I love y'all. Meow 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 meow. Bye bye. Meow meow. Wendy.